Time now for the morning rush. Albuquerque's crime problem is taking center stage in the race for mayor. Last night's forum at Highland High School was hosted by the New Mexico Black Voters Collaborative. Incumbent Mayor Tim Keller, Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez, and radio talk show host Eddie Aragon appeared. Now we have a link to that full forum at alwaysonkrqe.com.
An Albuquerque man tied to 2 cold case murders will stay behind bars until his trial. Investigators say Paul Apodaca went to the UNM police station and confessed to a number of cold cases, including 1988 killing of Althea Oakley. He also confessed to a second murder in 1989, but is not facing charges yet for that. Apodaca is awaiting trial for Oakley's murder.
Well, this week, UNM law students are partnering with the Peak Law Firm to help people figure out if they're eligible to have their conviction or arrest expunged. Some arrests and convictions can now be expunged under a new state law that passed in 2019. UNM is launching a hotline to work with those who may have a chance of getting their convictions erased.
Some New Mexicans can now schedule their COVID vaccine booster shots. Boosters are only available to people who got the Pfizer vaccine the first time around. The CDC recommends boosters for people 65 years and older, anyone living in a long-term care facility, and those ages 50 to 64 with underlying health conditions. Erica.
The school day forecast. Temperatures are going to be staying in those upper 50s this morning. Needing a light sweater or jacket, may be a good idea to grab a rain jacket for today because showers will be possible during the afternoon.
The San Felipe de Neri School in Old Town is now celebrating 140 years of Catholic-based education. San Felipe opened as one of the first public schools in Albuquerque back in 1881. The school will have an event tomorrow to celebrate the anniversary.
Balloon Fiesta leaders are expecting a big turnout next week for the start of Balloon Fiesta. Many businesses and hotels in Albuquerque say they are ready for it. Many say this time of year is the busiest for them as hotels in Albuquerque rooms are filling up fast.
The city of Roswell is now taking a new approach towards infrastructure improvements. Under the Municipal Infrastructure Reimbursement Program, home builders would be reimbursed if they build out streets, sidewalks, drainage, and sewer lines. The City Council will hear that proposal on October 14th. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index. We are going to see that fairly low today. Isolated showers possible throughout the midday and even afternoon and evening.
Brian Laundrie's family attorney says the FBI entered his parents' home aiming to collect personal items to help with DNA matching. Laundrie and his fiancée, Gabby Petito, were on a cross-country trip when she went missing and was later found dead. Authorities say it was a homicide.
Hamilton is coming to Pope Joy Hall from January 25th through February 13th of next year. Online ticket sales begin Tuesday, October 5th at 10 a.m. with in-person ticket sales available on October 9th. The performances were supposed to happen last year, but were postponed because of the pandemic. Erica.
All right, here is a look at the maps. We are looking mostly clear. No accidents or major slowdowns to tell you about now. And here's a tracker going through Central on in through Nob Hill. And we're looking pretty quiet on the roads right now.
The Lyon County Safari in West Palm Beach, Florida has a new baby joining the family. The female white southern rhinoceros was welcomed on September 22nd. The rhino is named Aziza, whose name means the precious, and is the second baby born to her 8-year-old mom, Anna.
Welcome back. On this day in 1986, strong straight-line winds blew over a mobile home in Valencia County. Luckily, the 5 people inside were unhurt. It's always good to know that strong straight-line winds can be just as damaging as a tornado. Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, the Old Kelly's Brew Pub, originally the Jones Motor Building, is now being brought back to life. The city's Landmark Commission recently approved Matucci's request to renovate 5 of the old service bays in the long garage behind the building. The Nob Hill Matucci's will be called Matucci's Bar Roma. In addition to the marketplace, it will also include a restaurant.
Number 4, the San Felipe de Neri School in Old Town is celebrating 140 years of Catholic-based education. It opened as one of the first public schools in Albuquerque back in 1881. The school will have an event tomorrow to celebrate.
And at number 3, we're seeing more rain this morning. It's especially heavy in southwest New Mexico near Silver City, Lordsburg, Deming, Tier C, Hatch, and Las Cruces, so grab the rain jacket.
Number 2, an Albuquerque man tied to 2 cold case murders will stay behind bars until his trial. Investigators say Paul Apodaca went to the UNM police station and confessed to killing 21-year-old Althea Oakley back in 1988. Apodaca's pleaded not guilty to Oakley's murder. The case is now headed to trial. Police say Apodaca also admitted to killing 18-year-old Caitlin Arquette back in 1989. His DNA connects him to at least one cold case rape from the 90s. So far, he's not facing charges in those cases. Apodaca will go to trial for the murder of Oakley next September.
And at number 1, Albuquerque's crime problem is taking center stage in the race for mayor. Last night's forum at Highland High School was hosted by the New Mexico Black Voters Collaborative. 3 candidates on the ballot appear. That includes incumbent Mayor Tim Keller, Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez, and radio talk show host Eddie Aragon. Many questions centered on issues facing communities of color as well as other vulnerable groups.